guys, so today I have a video on how to do winged liner for you. If you have one of those like almost like a felt tip pen type liner, then that might actually be easier for you. I don't actually own anything like that, so lately I have just been using gel. Obviously I look a little bit strange right now because I only have one eye done, and that was to kind of just show you, if I can zoom you in, what you should end up with. Now, I am quite new to wearing gel liner. It's not something that I do very often, but I've been really liking it lately when I'm not at work, because obviously gel liner, like in this kind of nice winged shape, is quite, it's not that natural, especially not for when I'm doing castings and things. So this is not something that I would wear if I was out and about in London casting or anything, because it's not really the done thing. So, but I've been really enjoying this because it's something different, and I've only just really got into it. And I went to the Lancome counter a few days ago, and the beautiful Zoya, who works in the big boots on Regent Street that's right near Zara, she did this look. Well, it was much better than mine, obviously, because she's amazing. So go and see her if you'd like a lesson on liner, because she's a pro, and she actually used the Lancome felt tip pen, which is super black, so I might actually have to go and visit her again soon. So if you're watching, I will see you very shortly to buy it. So what I have is actually a gel liner. The MAC ones are really good. I've also had the Bobbi Brown ones are really good, but Maybelline actually do a colour called Ultraviolet, which is a really deep purple, and they also do I think they do brown, and I have 01 black as well. So this is just your standard gel liner. It looks like this. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. Please ignore the chipped nails that I am currently sporting. I was working yesterday and the day before for Mascara, and they put this lovely pink colour on, but obviously they didn't do like a top coat or anything, so it's a little bit chipped. I don't know actually what it is either, so I can't tell you. If you like the colour, then I'm really sorry. The brush I'm going to be using is a 208. Now, this has changed my life, because every time I tried to do liner of some kind, I would use one of the really small, fine ones that's not angled like this, just the kind of like straight, tiny brush. And that I find way more difficult. This has absolutely changed my life, and I feel really sad by admitting that, because I'm sure anyone who's tried to do gel liner will probably have gone to use a brush like this, but I've never tried it. So, to get this look and to stop rambling, I'm going to start off with a cream eyeshadow. I feel like if you're going to do like winged liner, then you should really keep the rest of your makeup quite simple. Now, I will be doing kind of a berry lip with this look, but for eyes, I think the rest of it should be pretty neutral. So actually, I've just got kind of like a shimmery whitish colour, and then a soft brown in the crease, just a little bit. So I'm going to be using my new Bourjois Colour Edition 24-hour creamed powder in the colour 03, which looks like this, which is that kind of taupey, warmy, goldy colour. And I'm just going to be taking this on my finger and popping this all over the eyelid. You don't really need to go much past the crease. I'll probably do this just a couple of times to build that colour up. And you can see it kind of just gives a really nice sheen, and it's nothing too like crazy. Then I'm going to be going in with my new Naked Basics palette and the colour Venus, which is this one here. I'm just going to be using a fluffy brush for everything today, other than the actual liner application. And I'm going to pop this over where I put that eye base from Bourjois. And I really like doing quite a light colour on the lid when I'm wearing winged liner, because I think the contrast between the light colour and the black liner is really pretty. Now is for the tricky bit. What you want to do is take your liner, dip your nice angled brush, again I'm using the 208 from MAC, which looks like this. And what you want to do is line the top of your lash line first. So I know that people say you shouldn't do this, but it does make it easier. So I'm first of all going to pull on my lid just a little bit, and then try and get this as close to the lash line as possible, and then kind of even it up with how thick the line is on the other side. And you can always go back and get more liner if you need to. Now, once that looks even, you are going to take your angled brush with some more gel liner on it, and you're going to do the flick. Now, how I like to do the flick is I like to point the end of the tail towards the end of my eyebrow. And you want to kind of draw the line underneath, because what you're going to next do is just fill in and join this up with that bit. So I'm going to point the tail towards the end of my eyebrow and kind of make sure it's going to be, you know, about the same as the other side. So, here we go. Let's try this, shall we? That looks about right to me. And then, the trick is to fill in this gap. Like so. Now, obviously you can see that I have some correcting to do, but this is not a problem. It will probably be easy for you because I'm trying to keep my face in the viewfinder whilst also trying to look in the mirror that's below the camera, which is not ideal, but if you're right in front of a mirror and you're working, you know, close to the mirror, it will be a lot easier. But do not worry if you mess up a little bit, because it's really easy to fix. Just take a cotton bud, wet only one end with makeup remover, like eye makeup remover, and keep the other end dry. And then you can just go back in with that same brush, if I can actually find it, and go back over with your eyeshadow. Easily fixed, and then go back in with your gel liner and finish off what you were doing. So, they look pretty good to me, and to be honest, I don't think anyone is going to be staring at your face long enough to be able to tell if they are not exactly perfect, because it's difficult, and if you're not used to it like me, then I hope this is kind of helpful for you. I'm going to go in with the colour Naked from the Naked Basics palette, which is this one here, and I'm just going to pop that in the crease on a fluffy brush. I like to do this after. I don't know why, I just do. And then I'm going to go in with the next colour along, which is Faint, which is this one, on the same brush. We're not faffing around today. And pop that more in the outer corner and drag it in a little bit as well. Like so. And then I like to go in with the colour that is called Foxy, which is this one here, which is just like a skin tone colour, and you can actually just use your normal everyday powder that you use to set your foundation and stuff with, if that's easier for you. Pop that in there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my lashes. I like to use the Kevin Aucoin eyelash curlers. Mine are a little bit dirty because I use them a lot. And 1, 2, 3 pulses at the base, and then just go on the ends kind of a little bit like so. The mascara that I'm going to be using is the Lancome Hypnose, and we're just going to apply that to the top and bottom. And here we have your nice winged liner. Now you can put a lip colour on or whatever. I like to keep the rest of my makeup very simple. But I think it's a really pretty look and it's kind of like 60s. So I really like it. I hope you give it a go. I hope this was kind of helpful for you. I realised that my technique is probably not perfect. But if you are a bit like me and you're not really used to doing it, I hope that I kind of helped you a little bit. So hopefully I will see you in the next video and I hope you're having a lovely day. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links are below and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.